Guys, my name is Patrick, but you can call me 26. And what we want to do today is we want to talk about, we're still on Swift data and concurrency. And in particular, we want to talk about sendable, right? Now, actors in Swift help us to prevent data corruption so that only certain types are allowed to cross between different actors, right? The types that are allowed to cross are called sendable types. And they're called this because they conform to the sendable protocol, right? What we'll try and do in this video is we will try and figure out how we can get data into and out of a SwiftData ModelActor, which we had a look at in the previous video, using sendable types, right? Before we get to today's business, you could have a look at my course. That is the e-commerce full stack application. And what we build is iStore. And iStore, we build the front end and the back end. And iStore does use SwiftData. We use SwiftData in persisting our cart. So whenever you close the app, we save the contents of what you want to get into a cart. And in this cart, which also has a map, you can pick the location like so and do that. And this is persisted using SwiftData. And also among our carts, we have favorites, right? So we have our favorites here, and you could save the favorites, and the favorites are products that you like that you would want to maybe go back and later on buy. And this also uses SwiftData to save our particular favorites, right? So we do that. And also on top of it, we figure out how we can work with the observable macro when you're dealing with SwiftData. So all these are projects that we actually implement in this application. If you'd like to see the complete project, have a look at the link in the description. If you're going to see the 26-hour project in its entirety plus the source code. If you would like to see the first 12 hours of the project, they're available on my page on this channel, right? So have a look at that. Now let's get to the business. Look at our app, and so our app is basically the same. It allows us to create 100,000 footballers in SwiftData, right? And we did put a means in place using the ModelActor of how we can move it from the creation to a background thread, from the main thread to a background thread. And in the previous video, that's what we looked at, right? Now, we have this insert function, and it's available on the background actor. And if we come back to the content view, you will notice that we have a task, and we have set it to the lowest possible priority, which is why it takes so long to create footballers, and you can create them in the background using this particular task, right? Now, what we could also do is, you will notice with our app, let's increase the priority, right? Background is the lowest, and the fastest is user initiated, right? So if you put background, it's going to take too long, and I want to illustrate something, right? So let's just run this app, and now when we create our our apps, it's not going to be on the main thread, right? We saw it with the breakpoints, but it's going to be on another thread, serial, of course, right? That is going to allow us. Oh, I still put the breakpoint there. Let's just get rid of that and run it, and we can see it, right? Now I want to do the same for edits, right? So give it a second, and it's going to take a bit of time. Not as fast. Okay, fine. Here it is, right? So they have been created, but it takes a while before it can start modifying it, right? You can start scrolling or interacting with them, right? Now, what we want to do next is do the same for update, right? So when we hit update, it does freeze the UI, right? You see the UI is frozen. And now what we want to do is we also want to move this work off the particular, the main thread, right? So that you can also interact with it, right? And I'll show you there's certain subtle differences that prevent us from doing this, right? And we'll go into it in a bit. So what you would think that you would do is, since this is insert, you would just add the functionality for edit to the background actor. And I'm going to show you exactly why that might not be the case of how it works, right? So if we just come here and we get the function, and the function just works it's pretty basic, right? This is the function for edits, right? It just gets the footballers, get the indices, and then change the football team, right? That's how we update the various footballers, right? And then we come back to the content view, and where our pencil is, what we could do is we could copy we have already gone over this. We get the container, so let's just get the container, right? And try to move this off the main thread, right? So we come here and we say, what's it going to be? Is it this one? Okay, here is the pencil, right? Here's the pencil. So let's just put this here. And then instead of this, if there are footballers, what we want to do is pretty much the same here. Let's just get this, then get the background actor, copy, and then just call the different function that we just created, right? Let's collapse this, and what we're going to have is this. And instead of insert, what we want to call is going to be edit, and we just pass in the footballers like so, right? We are going to get this warning that says non-sendable type footballer of property cannot exit main actor isolated context. This is an error in Swift 6 language mode, right? Generic struct does not conform to sendable protocol, right? So what that has said in a lot of words is that the model context that you can see here, the model context is not sendable rather, does not conform to the sendable protocol, right? It cannot be moved across actor boundaries, right? So we cannot move it from one context to another, right? It is isolated. Each model actor gets its own isolated model context to work with, right? So the footballer is tied to the model context that created or fetched them, right? So if you come here, you'll find that the footballer here is still going to be attached to the context that either created or fetched them, right? So if you try to move it to another background, it would not work, right? So how insert works here, insert works because it is within the actor. It's within the actual context, right? That either fetches it or creates it, in this case, creating it, right? This would try to put it on another context, and that is why this cannot work, right? So we need to find another way of how we can edit from the background actor. Get around this. Well, what we do is we could come here, comment this out, right? So we comment out the edit, then we are going to use something that is sendable, right? We need something that is sendable, and that the perfect thing that could be used to send is a persistent identifier. In our case, a persistent identifier can be something like an ID, right? So what we do is we would do this, right? And this just takes the footballer's ID. And then afterwards, what we do is we go through the IDs, look through the IDs that we pass in, and then we just assign a random team name to that particular one, right? So after that, the next thing to do is come to our content view, and we could get rid of where we have this, the code for the particular, we have the code where we are editing the particular footballer, and we get rid of that. And what we'd want to do is we would have a task. We have a container, right? I already put the container here. So what we would need is we would need to get the IDs, and after the IDs, we would map the IDs. Basically, just get the IDs of the footballers, right? That's all we need, because we can send that, right? So we need the IDs, and we can get the IDs of the footballers, right? So we just get this task like so, detached, and yeah, like so, and then we await the background, and we call it with that, right? So if we do this, presumably this, and then we stop and then try running it, presumably this will make sure that everything works properly, right? And now we can work with our background actor, right? So if we run this, let's just run it on our app and see it, right? It's going to take a bit of time, and let's just delete our footballers. Okay, give it a second, and then we're just going to hit the plus, and this is going to create our footballers, right? And remember, insert works within the actor because we are creating new objects, and this is going to associate them with the model actor, the current context of the model actor, right? But edit is passed in with the model objects, right? And this is why we have to pass in the persistent identifier, which in this case is the ID, and the IDs are a sendable value, right? Then we can refetch the models using inside the model actor using the same model context, right? The fetched objects will then be correctly managed and within the current actor's context, and this will allow us for safe modification, that is changing the name of the team, and then save it, right? So let's see it in action. Let's hit this pencil and see whether or not that works, right? So it looks like Quentin Dubois is still in West Haven Dynamo. But if you give it a second, you will see that, and you see you can interact with it in the meantime, right? You will see that he will no longer be in he will no longer be in the team he is, and now he's in Northwood Thistle, right? So now he's in Northwood Thistle, and while it was happening, we could interact, right? So let's hit the button again, and now you see Quentin Dubois is in Northwood Thistle. But what we want to do is, and we can edit, we can see that he's in Northwood Thistle. If you give it a second, you will notice that he will go to a different team. I don't know which one. Let's wait for it. It takes a bit of time, right? And remember, yes, Bridgewater Thistle, right? So we changed from Northwood Thistle to another Thistle, which is Bridgewater Thistle, right? Still within the same first name, right? So Bridgewater Thistle, right? So that's a high-level overview of sendable types and sendable. unsendable types when you're dealing with SwiftData and ModelActor, right? Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.